I wanted to review my own play from the Salt Lake City tournament. I kind of just wanted to talk about like my decision making from the this set with the San Francisco team and get opinions from high level players to see if there's something that I could think about in another way, or if my general decision making is in alignment with how other people see the game. If you have any comments or like criticisms, I think the best way to go about it is to put it in the comments section of this video. That way, other people can learn from this video. But yeah, I'll just go through these games real time. I'll skip a couple of them that I don't think are particularly interesting. But yeah, other than that, really appreciate the feedback. Okay, this is game one. Nothing particularly interesting in the open, just a couple of bumps. So the thought here was, let's see, Stripes was supposed to go Snail, but if they had a chance to get up mid, then they were going to take it. So I sometimes here I'll decide to run the Snail a little bit, but I decided to go full mill instead, which I think is probably fine. This is the first thing that I probably want to get an opinion on. So generally want to get up second speed. That's a position that I get a lot on teams. I'll generally look to go through the wrap. I'll assess the situation, and if I see all the warriors are on one side or any sort of situation like this, I'll generally look to go through the wrap in all situations just to make sure that there's like warrior presence on the other side. The only time that I don't do that is if I see the queen is in trouble, or maybe some of the warriors dropped and we just need help getting up on our side of the map. Yep, so just kind of shadow the side of the queen here and try to move them out. This is going to be my first death, which I think is fine. Yeah, going in to stop like a speed drone, regular drone, stop them from getting up, I think is okay. I probably didn't recognize what was going on the left, which is, some of the warriors dropped, but I don't have a big problem with that death. If people have like another opinion about it, I think that's fine. Oh, I should mention that I'm playing Blue Skulls. Let's see. Go to right speed. Probably could have got up vanilla, but I didn't think it was super urgent. But it kind of was because we had only one vanilla left. We're able to get both speeds up on right gate. Let's see. First decision here. I think I just need a little bit of time to assess what to do. Kind of thought about going through the wrap. I saw the play was in the middle, so I kind of went over here. Probably to save time. Maybe I could have just gone through this side. Actually, let me take a look back at it. Okay, so let's see. Get up here. Could I have gone immediately up here to help the queen? That's probably the better play. Yeah, I think I just needed some time to think. So that's a little bit of wasted time, I guess. I go back to the left side because I see that the snail fight is over here. All the warriors are on the right, kind of doubling up over here. Probably didn't need to do that, but did anyway. Okay, so then that's what Matt ends up doing. He comes to the left because he sees me there. I think I take my second death over here. I think this is fine too. Well, not fine, but I think it's understandable. We're sort of just like fighting these warriors, playing with these warriors. Queen gets a kill on the right. Yeah. So it's just kind of general fighting over here. Get one kill. Probably should have died there. So, yeah, I think this is where my death happens. I don't think the decision making was egregiously wrong. Maybe I was a little bit slow to make it, but my thought was to kind of stay in this general area to help fight with the snail. But I'm starting to get pinched over here. Chex has to take the safe route on the outside. Yeah, so I get killed there. I don't think me being in that area was horrible. But yeah, this is a good place where maybe people can tell me if I did something wrong there. But I think me being in this area was right. I think probably if my awareness was a little bit better, I would have seen where the queen was coming from, maybe escaped a little bit sooner, regrouped on the outside. Yeah, probably taking this path on the outside, let the queen get the inside path, wait for my teammates was probably better. But I think real time that's hard to make that decision, and I think staying in this general vicinity wasn't a bad decision. I think this next thing that happened was not a great decision. Well, that path in general through the middle wasn't great, but yeah, I'm just sort of trying to stack speed, get up here in order to get up. Chex is helping me get up speed. Yeah, so I think this is probably... Oh no, I get up fine. Okay. That happens later. I don't really remember what happens in this sequence, but yeah, generally just kind of want to go to where the fight is. I see it's fighting over trying to get speed. Not really much I can do there. I mean, that was kind of a swipe on the queen, but it was kind of just trying to get out towards the drones. Like, maybe I could have got it if I stayed higher. Maybe I should have actually made a play on the queen rather than kind of staying safe, but... Actually, yeah. I think maybe making a play on the queen there is okay. They do have a lot of speed drones that we're trying to kind of suppress. So I think it's 50-50 there whether I should have gone for the queen or not. Let me take a look back at it just in case. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. So they're stacking all their speed drones. They're not going to get up on this right gate. I don't have a play on the queen. I think this is too tight. Stripes is here. What am I going to do? Am I going to rise up there? I think the best path that I'm going to take is to kind of read the queen going that way, which is what I do. So yeah, I don't think I can make a play on the queen there. Kill one of the drones. It was the vanilla drone. But yeah, now my thought here is to kind of, is basically just to kill this drone, which I funnel it into snail. I stay for just a second, probably half second too long, because I kind of want to assess whether someone can pop the snail, which they can't, so I leave. Queen takes death. Kind of shadow the queen. I don't know. I come over here. Is that really going to put any sort of pressure on the queen? She has such like an easy out to the left. Maybe I just sort of stay by snail. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's, again, a huge thing, but if somebody sees something different there where it's like I probably should have stayed in a stacked position, I can see that too, but when I'm playing speed, I generally default to movement rather than staying in static position, so so just default to getting up high, so I got up high, but that did, I think, allow our drone to die. Oh no, our drone escaped, but yeah, maybe I could have stayed there. Not a huge deal, I think, but if other people have another opinion, that would be good. Another fight over snail. Sort of trying to play snail guard, getting surrounded, and again, I didn't see the queen. Yeah, I guess that's a pattern. I'm not seeing the queen above. Get speed again. Oh, by the way, I generally felt that I played pretty poorly on this particular map, so that was my own assessment of the map after just playing it once. This one was kind of bad. I think I went for this bump. I thought it was a speed. I thought it was a speed warrior, so I missed the timing. But yeah, this is just a bad attempt on that bump. I think if I had known it was vanilla, I probably wouldn't have even gone for the bump, just because I just don't really think it was necessary to try to kill that warrior unless it was 100% free. But I basically just gave up a speed drone life for that. So yeah, I think the lesson there is like probably get better at the bumps. Sort of running around now. So I saw that the speed, I was thinking about maybe I do sack here. I was thinking about sacking, but I saw the speed drone over here. I call it out. I'm trying to stop the speed drone. I tell Stripes about it, and then I think me actually calling it out got Stripes killed, right? So maybe in that situation, actually no, informationally I think that's the right thing to do, to tell them that I'm bumping out a speed drone, especially if it's one of the inside warriors. But yeah, they probably got the warrior killed. Maybe I could have got up vanilla there, but we're stacking speeds, so that's fine too. What happens here? I do hit the bump on the speed warrior there, so that's fine. Try to get up. I don't think I get up here. I mean, some people might say that like I shouldn't have made that attempt, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'm going to stay in the gate either way. Yeah, I generally stay in the gate because there's some percent chance that they're just not going to go for me and they're going to go for the queen. I get up sometimes in that situation. Things are getting kind of dire, so like, what else am I really going to do? So yeah. Okay, that's game one. So I decided to skip game two. We played Twilight on game two. We were one berry out. The reason I decided to skip it was I was primarily playing objective on that map, and while it's worthwhile to review it, if I wanted to review my like objective footage, I just kind of wanted to keep this video as short as possible, so I kind of just want to review warrior footage, so I skipped that map. But yeah, we lost that, so now we're down 0-2. But I generally feel pretty good on Dusk. Usually, I think it's my best map. I think a lot of speed warriors probably feel Dusk is their best map, but I feel pretty good with spacing. And we're opening mid, and then my general decision making here is if we lose the mid battle, which we do here, I'm just going to go get speed. And then I feel okay about that. We're going to double up on speed. So we get our warriors up. We get 3 up here. Match shadowing queen, pretty good. Almost gets that kill, baits that warrior out. We get a kill. So we're on the front foot right now. They have 1 warrior. They get their 2nd speed up. I think their other speed warrior goes down. Let me rewind and see what I do, actually. I was kind of focused on the other game where I kind of just want to focus on myself. Matt gets up, I get up. What do I do? Let's see. Instinct, go straight to objective. I don't mind that. I see objectives kind of covered. I try to go shadow the queen. I don't mind that either. I think this first part is okay. The second part, I think I probably make a mistake. So queen's in the triangle. I cover the triangle. Force queen back to the other side. A lot of our warriors on the left side. We go back over here. Stripes is above. They tag that gate. Warriors collapse. So this is where I think the mistake happens. I'm the outside warrior. I think my job is to keep the queen in the triangle. Instead, I kind of look at Stripes, and I think I want to stay in the area to kill Stripes. I stay a tad bit too long. Stripes does die, but now I'm out of position to keep the queen out. So, yeah, that's a mistake by me. I would say is just, like, I'm the one who's on the outside. I got to keep the queen in the triangle. I get too focused on trying to kill the warrior. I let the queen out. So now they're wiped. Good bump on the queen, as Brian does. We lose a warrior to a challenge. I don't know. That's fun. I like that. I like that challenge. And I can just hear... I can hear it in my head right now, right? I can hear, like, Josh being like, go berries, go berries, go berries. So, like, not literally out loud. I just know, like, their style of play. So I just go cover berries. I think that's the most optimal thing for me to do right now. I like playing high, and, you know, I'm putting a little bit of pressure on the warriors, but also I'm generally just looking at the berry runners. Keep another top out. 1 goes in. That's fine. I mean, if I had stayed here, maybe I keep both berries out, but I don't like warriors who just kind of stay in the ceiling over here. I think it's like a waste of time, especially if you're speed. You got to find other things to do. Sort of pressuring warriors down. Trying to help the queen get out here. I think that's fine. I think I probably ignored this drone because I want to help the queen out. I think that's probably the right play. Keep good spacing here. And queen gets out. I think that's what I have to do. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to help the warrior get up. I don't think I was in a great position to do that, but also I don't think I could have made that play. So, kill a drone because it's free. And yeah, like I said, I generally feel pretty confident in space and Dusk. I got a kill on the first speed warrior. There's 2 speed warriors left. Just sort of shadowing, moving with queen. But in doing so, I leave ledge. So I guess all the time over here, sort of helping out queen. Doesn't really do much, and they get berries in. Let me look back. Helping queen out here. Didn't help anybody get up there. Kill a drone. Kill a warrior. At this moment, what do I do? So maybe because my vision generally stops after the first warrior in my vicinity, so maybe I think checks has ledge duty now, which leaves me free to roam, but we all kind of do the same thing, which is shadow the left side, which allows berries to get in. Did I need to be here? I don't think so. So yeah, maybe staying on the right side would have been better. My thought process, usually after I kill a speed warrior, is to look at the speed gates to see if they're open, and to look at the queen to see if the queen is going to tag the speed gates. The reason is I want to follow up on a speed warrior kill, and I don't want to let them back up. But in this case, my job probably was ledge. It wasn't discussed as a team, but I think inherently when looking at the map, ledge was probably my responsibility. Yeah, that's like a lucky kill, but it's also just like, you know, my tech's pretty good here, right? I come here to bump to get position. That bump allows me to get that kill over here. I'd like to say that's skill, but I mean, that's a combination of just luck and tech. You're going to put yourself in good positions by being safe, and I got one there. Again, I look at the speed gates because the second speed warrior is killed. They have one speed warrior left. What do I assess that I'm going to do? Cover the right gate because these are covered. Pop a couple of those and then go back to ledging. I think that's a good sequence by me. I think that's decent. One goes in the bottom, and nothing I can really do about that. At this moment, I like what Stripes does. They don't continue to kind of just like shadow the snail for no reason. They can't get in there. It's like dangerous for them to get in there. So what are they going to do? They're going to just try to pressure berries, and then help their other warriors get up. We see that we double up over here. Queen makes the right decision, forces this out. Like that sequence by SF is just generally pretty good, and I think that's like what we weren't doing well the day before, but that's like another thing, which is like the only person who can dislodge this is the queen. The queen ends up going there to dislodge like our pressure over here, whereas the warrior leaves. I think that's like the right thing to do, and that was like a really good like team movement. One coming in backdoor. We double up on ledge here. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. This is like me playing the player and then not what's safe. Come over here. I know it's Ryan playing Stripes. Ryan's got this kill on me a couple times, which is like he likes to bait on ledges, make somebody come in, and then shuffle them. So I slowly J in order to reclaim this position. 3 drones are coming in here. I have support on the back. So, I mean, this is inherently an unsafe play, but I don't know. I'm happy I did it because it was kind of like a read on the player, which is I'm going to fake going in here, and then that will allow this warrior to move, and then I'm going to come in and then get this kill. The only reason I do it is because I have support on the left in order to help with these drones. Otherwise, I probably would have gone for the drones, but you'll see like a little shuffle here. I pretend to go for the drones. He knows that I have to go at that moment to get these drones. He comes in, and then I run through. It's an unsafe play, but I was just kind of feeling good about that read. Shadow the queen. Yeah. Look for the drones. I'm still on ledge duty. I see that they disperse and they have to respond to the snail immediately, and I think I leave. Yeah. Shadow the drone a little bit, come back to my job. Drone can't get the berry. Now they're responding over there. Yeah, so I think I felt good about how I played this map. Nope, actually, I'm going to skip the day map, and we're just going to go right to Game 5, which was the night map. I skipped day map because it kind of went pretty quick. I don't think there's too much to look at there, and I kind of want to keep the video as small as possible. But, yeah, for this, I think we're opening 3-1 Snail, and I rolled Vanilla. So I'm going to go in this middle position, keep position for the Snail. I get up low. I'm the only warrior up. They get up warriors on the side. I go immediately here because, one thing to say is, I think sometimes when I'm entering a new strategy, especially in a tournament, I get a little bit flustered and it moves away from my general decision making. I think in general, what I would look for is to help on these gates. But we had discussed this situation previously, and then it was determined that my role was to be over here. So when I encounter like a new strategy, it does fluster my decision making a little bit. I think the right thing to do is actually either to like help this situation or help this situation, which is our speed drone's not gonna be able to get up on right, because they have a warrior that's getting up, and this drone's gonna be able to bump. Oh, actually, he does get up. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I think still I should have like gone over. Well, actually, I guess I did do that. So never mind. So I went over here to try to help speed drone. Then I go back over here to help that, and then I go back into this position. So actually, that wasn't horrible, I guess. Matt gets pinched over there. I give up this middle position because now we're kind of in helping people get up mode. I do think that if I had left prematurely, I don't think our warrior would have got up. So I think that was the right move. They get a berry kick in, fortunately for them. They move the snail. I pop the snail rider. I'm cycling. I think this is all fine. I do remember this play, actually. I'm kind of happy about that. I mean, it doesn't look like it did much, but we talked, the queen and I talked a lot about like seeing these wrap pinches, and this was one that I saw, and then we were talking about it real time, so I'm just happy that I was in the right position and I saw the queen coming in. At this point, I'm getting nervous, right? Snail's not off the rope, and they have 3 berries in. I mean, it's not, you don't have to be too nervous at this point, but I generally hate berry pressure here. Now this is a bad position, right? They have 5, we're not off the rope. I don't feel any sort of cohesion right now in terms of like of moving the snail with 5 berries in. I actually talked with Jasmine about this afterwards. She's like, "Well, 5 berries not a lot," but this feels bad to me. This feels like we can't really move the snail, and they're getting a lot in. But I'm sticking with the game plan. I'm trying to stay here. I should have picked off that drone. I missed it. Try to get high here. This is a death by me. Should I have gone in here? Probably not. But that's another one of those plays that I like to make. I think, in general, I thought Abs was going to come in early, especially with me in this position. I think that they're not looking to clean J. So by me getting in here, sometimes I just feel that I can pick off a speed warrior, and I do get that kill a good amount. So let's watch it back, right? I'm in this position. I'm sure people would say, like, don't go in here, you're going to get pinched over here. But there's really only 2 plays that I can make. With the snail rider over here, like me staying on the right side, they're not going to bump anyone into me, really. Like, this warrior's going to come in here. The snails might get over here. They can't hit the bump to push them off into this side. So I kind of feel that I want to make a play on the speed warrior. And the play for me is they generally come in low because they don't think that they actually need to clean J over here. So I take this position before they get there, and then usually they'll drop low, and then I'll get that kill. But it doesn't happen that way. Right, he makes a clean J, I die. I don't make my J, but I still don't really mind that play. The other thing that generally happens is if I take this position, it takes them a second to think about Jing in. This warrior starts to come in over here, and because the snail is in this position, they can hit the bump on this side, and I get a kill on this warrior. So that was my thought about going in the middle here. In hindsight, like, yeah, it's probably not the best play, but like I said, I was starting to get nervous, and I felt like I needed to make a play on the warriors, so that's what I did. But I ended up dying. At this point, I just make the choice to pivot. I didn't clear this with my team. Actually, when talking with my team before, I think the general consensus was like not to move to berries. But I felt very strongly at this point that even though the snail was off the rope, I didn't feel good about our ability to keep their berries out. So I start running in berries. Like, that's just my general feeling on night. Well, I guess I try to get up speed there, and then I die. But yeah, like, at some point, I'm just like, okay, I need to switch to berries, and I make that decision now. So, yeah, I mean, we were supposed to go 3-1, but I felt pretty strongly about this, and I think this is a good place for the discussion with my team for whether or not they think this was the right decision to go. I start to move snail a little bit because I saw the warrior was over there. I tried to get up, and then I die there. That, unfortunately... Oh, no, this one kicks the berry on the other side. And now this feels a little bit better to me, actually, right? We're basically, we are tied on berries. And then now we can kind of make the decision to move snail a little bit Did we give anything up by me doing that? I don't really know, but I like that decision, but I would like to hear other people's opinion. Here we go. I don't like trying to juke warriors, like in the hive. So if at any point I can get speed while that's covered, I get it. Now we're up one, right? Again, sinking my berry. I go for another bad bump, and then I die. So yeah, probably don't go for that bump. Berry gets kicked in for them. Unfortunate. We get 3 up. Okay, and then now this was... I remember this part because this was like a miscommunication for the team. I'm yelling fairy right now, but Felix hears it, and then he comes to this side. But I was talking to Matt. But yeah, I think that's just like us. This is like the first time we really played together for a long time, and then even me, like I didn't really play with the Warriors that much. So I'm yelling fairy because in my home scene, I think people don't have like people probably don't see this fairy coming in. Like I'm coming over here, so I'm yelling fairy right now. I should have trusted that like everybody sees what they're doing, because if I hadn't said it out loud, if I hadn't said fairy, Felix never would have left this position. Right, and then Matt already knows that I'm coming in, so I didn't need to say anything there. But me saying something makes Felix leave, and he thinks I'm talking to him. He moves over here, this berry goes in. So I don't know if there's a takeaway from that. I think that's just like playing together more. But I know in hindsight, I just like never should have said anything. I should have trusted my warriors to know what they were doing. But yeah, I die there, but we get the berry in because Matt hits the fairy. But then yeah, he gets picked off. That might have been my fault too. I don't know. Maybe I didn't need to call that there. I see that this is all sort of covered. We're kind of moving back to snail. I don't feel as bad about this situation, so I decided to get up. I'm laid over there. That bump allows this drone to get in. I guess I'm not the best ledge. That's probably the thing there. And I think the game's over. Yeah, so should I have gotten up there? I think so still. I think it was just a series of unfortunate events that allowed those berries to go in. But, yep, that's all the review that I had. Like I said, if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. I think that's the best way for other people to learn. But, yeah, I'd really appreciate, like, any sort of feedback. And, you know, please be as critical as you want. Like, I really don't take offense to it. I like just being, like, hyper-objective, hyper-critical. So don't feel the need to, like, say about any good things that I did. Really just focus on how you see the game, how you see my position, and whether I should have done something differently. If there are like tech mistakes you see, generally I don't like to review tech, but if you see something egregious that I'm doing wrong, like tell me what to practice and I will do that. But other than that, yeah, thanks.